all set up and everything. Daytime, what the hell? This is crazy. Honestly, yeah, this is very nice. It's 6:30. Can you believe it? Usually I'd be like taking a random ass nap right now or something. But not even, yo. A little bit of an early gym trip. So day 76 of the bulk. Chest and shoulders. Chest, let me think, how many was it ago? Maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I'm going heavy on dumbbell bench. I was trying to, I was working up to the 175s. So on the set of the 165s, I could kind of, like on the third rep, I could feel I pulled a little something, which I had like heard a long time ago. So chilled out. I've just been doing cable stuff for chest. Uh, still getting a reasonable amount of tension. Not as much as I could if I was doing legit bench or machine press. But again, I mean, the worst thing I could do is just try to jump back into the heavy weight too early and end up re-injuring myself, right? So this isn't such a bad case where I really have to like be crazy careful, but why the hell would you want to take a step backwards? So I'll probably just end up doing the cable shit again. Maybe I'll like test out how it feels on a chest press, like a machine, because like I'll be able to have a good gauge of whether or not I feel ready, as long as I don't like jump to a crazy weight out of nowhere. But yeah, so chest is just going to be what am I saying? Cable stuff, maybe a little bit of flies, presses. That's pretty much going to be it. And then shoulders, ton of lateral raises. It's honestly the greatest side delt lift that you can do. Now, you can do other shit, like I do like the seated lateral raise machine, where you have your arms on the pads and stuff. And the single arm cable ones are cool too. It's fine. But just as an overall lift, it's going to be hard to beat the just dumbbell lateral raises with, a reasonable amount of weight. And then in terms of rear delts, I've been liking face pulls, reverse pec deck, bent over, lateral raises. So just imagine a lateral raise, but you bend over, so you're working your rear delt. In terms of front delts, I don't do any kind of overhead pressing anymore, just because your front delts can be developed to a point where they're big enough, and it's just kind of pulling your shoulders forward. The more emphasis you can put on the sides and the back, as long as the front is developed, it's going to give you a way rounder look to the shoulder. And sure, if you're looking at yourself from the front and you got your big front delts, looks cool. You can kind of see a little bit of an angle, like some shadowy stuff here. But from the side and the back, if you've got no rear delts, you're just going to look all hunched over and sad. Terrible. So I used to do, overhead dumbbell press. Loved it. I would do behind the neck Smith machine. Love that too. I love doing front raises like with dumbbells, right? Just pump the shit out of them. But no longer. So shit, let's just drink this pre and get in there. Damn it. Alright. So I spent a little while warming up, and I went heavy on one of the chest presses. It honestly felt alright. So I'm gonna feel like a real asshole if I fucking pull my shit again. But let's see how 2 plates feels. Alright. I'll get a spotter, but let's try 3 of them, goddammit. I gotta see, Well, so I pulled my chest a little bit, like not bad, like more of like a re-injuring thing, but I want to, in case I feel it again, I want you to take it off me. 2 plates felt fine, so I'm not too worried. It's good. Oh my god. Well, shit. Looks like I waited just long enough to be able to go reasonably heavy again. Still a little bit of restraint, you know, I didn't jump for, 4 plates, but whatever. So let's just do some pec deck again. Squeeze it, probably 3 sets. No drop set or anything special. So I won't say that you should do all of your reps with that range of motion, but if you've already burnt out yourself doing full range, throw some partials in at the end. Holy shit. Let's see if we can move this whole stack on the chest press for at least 8 reps. Close. Oh my goodness. Let's move on to something else. Already frighteningly pumped. 3 more sets left. I think I'll just do, I don't know what I'll do, but at least 1 set of these just cable presses, and then we'll see how I feel. Oh. Do you guys want me to mute, like turn the audio down during when I actually do the sets? I keep seeing comments. It's like, dude, I love this format, but All I hear is you grunting half the time. I don't know. I feel like it adds authenticity. Yeah. I'll do a little drop set. Thinking I'll do a superset of pec deck and then jump onto the cable press, and that should fucking pretty much be as pumped as I can fucking hope for. Oh my god. Purely by feel, this is easily at least it's got to be up there with the best chest bump ever, which would make sense considering I'm bulking, and you know, I've never really been this heavy before. So, oh my god, let's check it out. If I can even fucking take my shirt off. Holy shit. Holy. Oh my god. Holy shit. Nice. Oh my god. That is fucking killer. And to think I didn't have to bench 405 to get this pump. Hell yeah. So, reasonable thickness. I'd call that I couldn't tell you, at least a C cup. I'm not necessarily acquainted with that form of measurement. But yeah, pec felt fine. So, pretty much it was right in here, this little area. But shit, you know, I'm not gonna let this lift go to my head and then fuck my shit up next chest day, but certainly a good sign. So let's go get some shoulders going. So, I feel like rear delts would have gotten a bit tedious for you to watch, because all I did was 11 sets of the reverse pec deck. You know, pretty heavy, like maybe 3/4 of the stack. It doesn't have any weight numbers on it, which is kind of weird. But, you know, 15-ish reps. Try to squeeze it at the back. There's not much else you can do for rear delts, you know? So, I'm gonna approach side delts with a similar level of simplicity and just do fucking 11 sets of standard dumbbell laterals. I think probably just do like the 40s, maybe 10, 15 reps for just the whole workout, you know? With shoulders, I'm not trying to completely destroy them. It's more of like a burning sort of endurance style of set. Like with chest and stuff, you know, I want to start off the lifts with something really heavy and get weaker over time. But I don't know, man, shoulders, I've noticed fine growth, like my whole fitness journey, whatever. Just doing lateral raises with a moderate amount of weight. All right, set number 11. I got an Attack on Titan hardstyle edit playing. Let's fucking do as many freaking reps as possible. So I ended up going a little heavier than the 40s, to the 45s for the last, well, not even the last half. Like I did 2 sets of the 40s or something. I don't remember. All I know is I did 11. A lot of the sets were with 45. So yeah, I can already fucking feel that my shoulders are pumped to hell. Let's see if there's a visual change as well. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I feel like the chest pump is a bit more glaring, but certainly pumped. Oh. It's fucking hard to do vacuums when you're bulking, that's for sure. But yeah, shit, shoulders. Rear delt's going crazy. Ooh. Oh man. Not much else to talk about. So I'm gonna finish calves and get the fuck out of here. Chest and shoulders complete. Very good lift. Exceptionally good, I would say. Definitely happy I could actually bench again, even though I didn't go too crazy with it. So also happy that I had the center of mind to employ some restraint, and not rip my freaking pec off into oblivion. So 315 for those few sets. Felt good. I was confident with it. Didn't feel like it was gonna get hurt at all. But that's I think I pretty much called it right when I should have, or right when I could have. As a beginner, I would recommend using a bit more caution if you end up hurting yourself, because you don't, you may not have as good of a gauge on the what do you call it? On the integrity of whatever you've messed up, to know when you should or shouldn't jump right into it. So maybe take a little more time just doing light work if you ever pull something, or it should just maybe take like a whole month. I don't know. You got to figure that shit out for yourself, really. But yeah, crazy chest pump. It's fucking gnarly. Honestly, I could have done something else for those last few sets. those cable presses were kind of starting to feel old. You know, I've been doing just those cable presses for chest for like the past, what was it, 2 or 3 chest days? Maybe 2. I can't remember. You gotta look back for yourself. But in retrospect, I think I would have wanted to do some just cable flies instead. But either way, crazy pump, shoulders again. I didn't show all of the the sets, but you know they were pretty freaking monotonous, right? Just a ton of the reverse pec deck, and then an equal amount of lateral raises. Shoulders, I say this all the time, it's not complicated, right? All you gotta do is fucking, moderate amount of weight, uh, 10 to 20 reps, such that by the time you're done with your set, you at least feel a significant burn. You know, everyone loves talking about training to failure, which, there's guaranteed some legitimacy to that. If you're benching or if you're squatting, it's easy to go to failure, right? On a compound lift, you know when failure is, right? Because if you load up a lot of weight, it's not going to be hard for you to do, however many reps, and then just be physically unable to do another one, right? Failure is easiest to achieve on a compound lift. And as the workout progresses, when you end up doing more like isolation-based lifts, like pec flies or lateral raises, whatever, failure gets a little bit more ambiguous of a term, right? Because one of those sets of pec flies I was doing, I did maybe 10 reps where I could actually touch my hands, and then I couldn't touch my hands anymore. So did I reach failure right then? Well, I've still got more gas in the tank, so rather than just end the set once I couldn't, touch my hands again, right? I still did partials, until I was like barely even fucking moving the weight. So, training to failure, certainly what you want to go for on a compound lift or, your heavy sets. But for the most part, you're just going to have to be able to use your own discretion to tell yourself, okay, that was a good set. I really pushed myself. Because with those lateral raises, you can still keep going with partials and try to burn out like crazy without like actually reaching failure. Because you'll always be able to move it a little, right? Even if it's right by your sides, you can move it a little bit. So it's kind of just up to you to be able to say, okay, that was good. That was enough. But since it's up to you, right? You also have to be able to know if you're actually going hard or if you're just reaching a level of discomfort in the set where you're like, okay, that was hard, I'm done. Because if let's say you're curling the 30s, and that's a moderate weight for you, it's not that crazy. You can get to 10 reps and feel a good burn in the biceps, right? But you could probably do 15 more. You're capable of doing it. So you really just got to be able to keep going on the reps. That's really the mental aspect of it. Like when you hear no pain, no gain, that's what I would really refer to it as. If you do a set of bench, your chest isn't, and it's a really heavy set, your chest isn't going to be like burning. And the reason that you have to end the set is because you're like, oh wow, oh my chest burns so much, oh it fucking hurts. No, you're going to have to end the set just because you're physically too weak to do another rep, right? But when you move on to something like flies again, that's where it's more of a, like I just fucking said, like a mental game. But end of the day, regardless of your split, your reps and your sets, most important factor in your day-to-day growth is going to be your intensity in the gym. You've got to actually be able to go fucking hard. And in the long term, maintaining that intensity, you've got to look around at all sorts of different sources of information, like watching full-on workout videos on YouTube of guys, or like TikTok tips or whatever, even like JPG, all sorts of just people talking about lifting, and absorb that information and be able to, decide what is legit and what is just random BS. And that's pretty important because in terms of fitness, you're not necessarily taught. I mean, you're definitely not taught shit about diet in school or as a kid. There's so much random bullshit that people say. Oh, bread makes you fat. Oh, like it's just random BS that has no scientific basis, but it's just in people's minds. So it's not hard for somebody to just spout nonsense, and the fact that they're big makes them seem reputable to the general public. So if you actually want to, learn and progress and be able to, understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, then you've got to be smarter than the layman and be able to figure that shit out for yourself. So I gotta go home, eat some more food. Tomorrow's gonna be back day. Gonna go freaking hard. That's the end of it. So next chest day, I'll go a little bit heavier. Try not to push it. And then the next chest day after that, maybe I'll go even heavier. 4 plates, it's coming back. Just wait for it. Oh yeah, the dextrose shake, I already drank it. I was just chilling in the gym for a while, so I just had it when I was in there. I did not forget. So if you're worried about that, don't be concerned. So I will see you next time.